This is WFYI News Now. It's Monday, March 2nd, and I'm Sarah Neal-Estes. Here are today's Central Indiana and statewide stories. The U.S.-Israel military strikes in Iran Saturday inspired a protest in Indianapolis this weekend. Zach Castle has more.
No war to Iran! No war to Iran!
People gathered in Military Park Saturday evening. A few dozen carried signs, gave speeches, and denounced the joint U.S.-Israeli military campaign. Noah Leininger is with the Party for Socialism and Liberation. He says he came out because he heard reports of the deaths of Iranian school-aged children.
Our government spends $1 trillion every single year on war, while there are massive unmet needs right here at home.
PSL organized the protest. Attendees called the president's use of the military unconstitutional because Congress didn't approve it. I am Zach Castle in Indianapolis.
Danise Baird, wife of Indiana Congressman Jim Baird, died from injuries sustained earlier this year in a car crash. The couple was injured in the crash in early January. Public statements do not include details about the couple's injuries. Their son, Bo Baird, is an Indiana state representative from Greencastle. Jim Baird represents Indiana's 4th congressional district. And the 2026 legislative session came to a close Friday. Ben Thorpe reports Republicans saw a number of deregulatory bills move forward, and Democrats say efforts to improve affordability fell short.
Republicans in the Senate vowed to tackle welfare fraud, while House Republicans focused on deregulation and affordability. Senate President Pro Tem Roderick Bray says he was happy with priority bills, tightening eligibility for SNAP and Medicaid programs, as well as a bill allowing judges to deny bail in some cases.
I think will help make Indiana just a little bit safer for those people who are really present a real and present danger to us.
Democrat Shelley Yoder says Republicans' approach on SNAP and Medicaid will make it harder for everyday Hoosiers.
So these cuts in SB 1 are beyond what I think Hoosiers deserve.
Lawmakers also made changes to local zoning laws and immigration enforcement. I'm Ben Thorpe at the State House.
Lawmakers also worked to attract the Chicago Bears to Indiana. House Speaker Todd Houston says he's not worried about what Illinois will do.
I'm not worried about that. I know what Indiana did, and I know what Indiana did, and I know what Indiana does well, and I am confident that that's going to be enough to put the Bears in Lake County and Hammond, Indiana.
And in another bill passed by lawmakers, starting next year, any child under 16 years old will need their parents' permission before using social media accounts. Caroline Beck reports.
The bill went through multiple changes during the session, but lawmakers settled on a more lenient approach to prioritize parent control and address the addictive features of social media. Senator Jeff Rotz says the restrictions are necessary in order to protect children's mental health.
We have an obligation to protect those who are vulnerable, the same way we do with driver's license, the same way we do with alcohol. This is an epidemic across our nation.
Most of the other states that enacted similar bans are now being challenged in court. I'm Caroline Beck at the State House.
2 historically black churches with unique places in Indiana history will receive grants to help with preservation. Jeremy Rubin reports.
The National Trust for Historic Preservation, a nonprofit based in Washington, D.C., awarded $8.5 million in grants to preserve 33 historically black churches across the country. Wayman Chapel African Methodist Episcopal Church in Princeton once was a stop on the Underground Railroad. The new grant will fund structural repairs. Founded in 1846, Bethel AME Church in Lafayette is the oldest historically black church in Tippecanoe County. The money will be used to create a report to inform future preservation efforts. This is the 4th year of the National Trust's Preserving Black Churches initiative. I'm Jeremy Rubin.
That's all for this episode of WFYI News Now. Our podcast is produced by Zach Bundy, with support from the news team at WFYI and public media journalists across the state. Kendall Antron produced our music. And if you liked today's episode, remember to subscribe and share. And follow WFYI on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to get the latest updates from our newsroom anytime. Thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.